In the words of Johnny Gill, my, my, is it getting pretty scary out there in them streets? Well, let me explain to you. Y'all remember back in June where a conservative group called Alliance for Equal Rights took a case to the Supreme Court, the case dealing with affirmative action in colleges and universities and challenging the admission rule that says that they would admit people based on race, right? Y'all remember when affirmative action was supposed to help black people? Well, back then they said minorities, and we know how that worked out, right? But nevertheless, that conservative group won, and that the United States Supreme Court said, yeah, well, it is unlawful for universities to basically discriminate against certain people while letting other people in. Okay. Well, that same group that represented Asians and some white people, they're like, well, why stop there? Let's go even further. Now let's go into, some of these other groups. Well, there's an Atlanta-based group called Fearless that is foundation to help black women, small business owners, by giving them grants. Now, it is said that it's about 60 members in this group, and one of the founders of the group is Keisha Knight Pulliam. Y'all remember Rudy on The Cosby Show, and she has two other partners, and some of the investors are banks like Bank of America and Costco, just to name a few. Well, they're being sued. All of them are being sued by the group that took it to the United States Supreme Court, and specifically, it says this. The nonprofit American Alliance for Equal Rights, founded by affirmative action foe Edward Blum, said in its lawsuit that the firm called Fearless Fund is violating Section 1981 of the Civil Rights Act of 1866, a U.S. law barring racial bias in private contracts by making only black women eligible in a grant competition. It was filed in federal court in Atlanta. So again, they use the Constitution or, the Civil Rights Act that was supposed to help black people. But the Asians are saying, well, let's use it to help us against them. Now, in this lawsuit, it is saying that, well, Asian Americans and white people, they've been, excluded from that fund, and they should be able to get, some of those grants too. But since they're not, we're going to sue. And so Mr. Blum is saying, oh, we ain't stopping there. We're actually going to make this the model to go after a whole bunch of other organizations that are, let's just keep it a buck, just for black people. He didn't say that, but I'm going to say that. That's just for black people, that benefits black people and exclude everybody else. Now, of course, we know here in America, black people ain't got hardly two nickels to rub together. And the two nickels we do have to rub together, we have to scrape and get it, or it does come from other organizations, that's feeling guilty. Maybe here, Negro, here's some money, so y'all, we can say, yeah, we did something, right? And so they're going after those funds. And you know what? It's a conservative group. And the United States Supreme Court is what? Mostly conservatives. 6-3. 6 conservatives, 3 liberals. And so, of course, the assumption is, well, when his group takes that to the United States Supreme Court, Clarence Thomas and them going to be like, well, yeah, we don't see why not. And black organizations that are saying it's just for black people, they're going to start to get sued, lose a lot of money, and you're going to see a lot of, applicants from Asians, because this is what this is really about. Because y'all remember, of course, with the affirmative action in regards to education, they were saying, well, because we're so smart, we can't get in. So you're going to see a lot of people like that fill out applications to black organizations and just hope and wish that they get denied because they ain't black, and they're going to sue them. So it's getting very interesting. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of this. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.